Hello, hello! I'm the official narrator. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations for the end of going this far. Today, we're looking at Rookidee, Corvisquire, and Corviknight. And this is going to be another one where hopefully I don't forget anything. I feel like this one's probably going to be better than Squavit. Just going to guess. These two are basically the same comment, and it's the same vein, and I think everyone was on the same page. I know I was. I did not choose either one of these, but Edgar Allan Poe, the Raven. Yeah, that's fine. I don't support either for a nickname. I feel like Poe is a better choice for a nickname. But, you know, maybe if you want to do, like, a ghost Pokemon, because then you can double reference Zelda. Like, it's actually kind of interesting because no one knows if Poes are meant to be named after Edgar Allan Poe or not. But still, Poe is, like, an okay nickname, just maybe not for this. And then Galarian Skarmory made me laugh. Nevermore was what I personally went with. It was just the first thing that came to mind. Is it probably overdone? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm willing to bet I'm going to see Nevermore a bunch. I'm pretty sure I've seen Nevermore in previous episodes when looking up different Pokemon. It's fine. I just think it's a simple nickname. It works, and it's in reference. And kind of with this episode, you could also pair it with Haunch Crow, so you're probably going to see some similarities to that too. It's probably been in the Haunch Crow episode. I don't remember. I feel like we've seen Checkmate before. My mind's going to say probably the Bisharp episode, but I'm not sure. It's an okay nickname. I mean, you do have that theme. I suppose you could compare to chess. But I'm pretty sure the chess theme is literally based off of, you know, just proper knighthood ranks. Ravenclaw, that's probably another one that probably showed up in the Haunch Crow episode. It's totally fine for Corviknight if you want to use that. I don't necessarily think it has to be a female. I understand probably because Rowena Ravenclaw or whatever, so that's fine. Night's Watch is Game of Thrones. I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones and was like, wow, I have zero interest in watching anything more of this. Excalibur, I'm pretty sure we've seen for Skarmory. That's another one I suppose you could take a look at if this episode doesn't help you. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's totally fine. I think I'm probably just completely done with any sort of Excalibur-based nicknames for the rest of my life. Just personally, like, I don't know if you could, like, you can recommend it and I could say, oh, that's clever, but I would still never use it. Dynablade is fine. That's a Kirby boss from Superstar. I personally think it's going to be better fit for, what's it called? Braviary? If I had to pick something, I don't remember what I actually have my Braviary as, because it's Eerie, and then I had Dynablade as an idea for Hisuian Braviary, but that's a whole nother episode we'll get to it for another day. Because a reminder, we get to redo that episode. Helmarock King from Legend of Zelda, that's another one that I feel is probably better fit for Braviary, but you know, points for at least being different. Like, I'll be honest, this is already more diversity than I expected. I just think maybe some of these are not fitting for Dark Shadow Metal Bird of Death. Okay, we gotta talk some shit here on champw.com, Corviknight nicknames. Brave to bold, that gives me an idea. I'm like, okay, maybe, alright, hold on. Arun Verna. Alright, cool. Can you delete this shit? Anyway, the Brave the Bold, like, that gives me an idea that it's gonna probably do, like, some Batman thing. And then, like, this is a bad idea, just outright. And, like, we're not doing anything interesting. And then we get to this, and this is where I'm like, alright, but that's definitely not gonna fit the character limit. And this is definitely not gonna fit the character limit. So I don't know what this guy's thinking. I don't think there is any thinking involved. I think this is just another stupid, shitty spam article that was created solely because of me, probably. I don't know, because, let's see, this is dated February 14th of 2023. Again, this is probably ego and probably undeserved, but, like, I'm just saying, some cancerous shit has popped up ever since I've created this channel that didn't exist before. What the fuck does that have to do with Baltimore? I don't mind the idea, because, you know, location-based nicknames are fine, but this, I don't know. I'm not from Baltimore. I've never been to Baltimore. Is Baltimore known for this kind of shit? Because this just sounds like random bullshit. It's like horoscope bullshit where they give you some fucking overly vague bullshit and be like, ah, yes, this completely relates to fucking this unrelated bullshit. Like, what? I actually like Crowley because of Mr. Crowley from Ozzy Osbourne. So that one's fine. That's a different one. That one's worth writing down. I'm gonna write that down now. Yet again, this entire description is nothing more than horoscope bullshit that means absolutely nothing. Zodiac is also a fine nickname. This at least sounds like an actual nickname. But this description has nothing to do with the nicknames still. You had an opportunity to be like, yeah, you know, like, it's a knight, and Excalibur, and sword, and it's a bird, and there's a pun. But this dude is too mentally challenged to put the two dots together, and instead basically just put the same description over and over again, but changing certain adjectives. Cavalier, that sounds like at least a pun. I wouldn't use it, but it's worth acknowledging that someone out there, not this guy, came up with it. Cash Cab is funny. I like that one. I want someone to make that like an animated video or something like that. Someone do like some SFM or some animated bullshit where it's the Pokemon people and they get a fucking Corviknight Cash Cab. That'd be funny. I want to see a spoof of that. Big Bird works for a bird that is big. Here's a secret for you. Corviknight's like 8 feet. Corviknight is a big bird. You could use it, but I personally think there's probably better things you can use for Corviknight because there's an actual theme, like, to it, you know? Corn? Sounds like the kind of thing my friend Sam would nickname a Pokemon. Totally random. She just does it because she's an idiot. But this guy tries to justify why he chose to name a giant metal bird Corn. I'm just going to tell you right now, there have been a lot of things, some of them I would normally acknowledge if it weren't for the fact that it's on this site. But because it's on this site, it makes me not want to fucking talk. Only mock him. Lancelot is the same shit as Excalibur. I could go the rest of my life without hearing that as a nickname and have no problems. Is it fine? Sure, if you're not me, then it's fine. I like the pun off of Nightwing with this one. That's pretty much the only thing to write down. Amigo de Tinkaton. I'm a call it a hunch, but I don't think they're amigos. Wingding is actually what I named my shiny Pelipper because I caught it, I couldn't think of anything, and then my mind just said, you know what? Wingdings, like the font. Any particular reason? No, I'm just an idiot. You could technically do that here. I'll acknowledge Nightmare, particularly from the pun, and at least this person has the decency to explain it, saying, hey man, it's a combination of this, instead of doing some horoscope bullshit that's meaningless. This word right here is 11 characters. How the fuck do you think that's gonna fit on a Pokemon's nickname? Just get rid of the. It's actually repeating nicknames. Hold on, let me see if I can Control F this. Talon Troublemaker 52. Talon Troublemaker 75. And that's not the only one. I've seen another one repeat itself too. I just don't remember. Hey look! There's this one again! Plume Pandemonium. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one before too. Can we please... There's Talon Troublemaker again. Can we please, like, make it a thing? It's just repeating. It's not 100. You're just repeating the same shit, you fucking moron. Let's learn how to not pollute the internet with your garbage. You have to spend your money on this domain and this website. You paid someone this money to just be a complete fucking idiot. The cancer doesn't stop coming because now we're at Cadoddle. Someone out there is trying to give me a tumor and it may or may not be working. But I just want to read real quick. Corviknight Wolf Girl with 2 F's. Extremely interesting name for Corviknight. No, the fuck it's not. What is wrong with you? The Cup. What does that even mean? King of Awesome literally sounds like something an 8-year-old would come up with so they could make themselves feel cool. Master Balls. None of these even fit. Treat me? Here's the best part. I can't tell which crappy AI site is plagiaring off of which crappy AI site. Because this is like the fourth, maybe fifth one I've stumbled across. And they're all just putting garbage out there and then vomiting into each other's mouth and like kissing and swishing the vomit back and forth and then puking into their own bowls and eating it again. Okay, I usually don't actually have a problem with this girl, the Pokemon meets anime, but I'm a little confused about Tobacco. I gotta be honest, I've never seen this from Denny before. I didn't know he even did anything. I thought he stopped at like in 2016 or whatever. That's actually quite interesting for me to see that he did a Galar Pokemon. And this is posted before the game was released. And I want to acknowledge the fact that I have seen Blackbird a few times. I haven't acknowledged it because it's just fucking simple and boring and there's literally nothing to talk about. But at least using this little code name is a little bit different. So if you wanted to do that, that's better than just Blackbird. Okay, that's an explanation! That makes sense now! Oh my gosh, I literally thought I was losing my mind. The internet is gaslighting me. That's fine, Baltimore Ravens. Holy shit. Dark Knight was one I saw a bunch of times, and I don't know, I didn't feel the need to acknowledge it. Probably because I saw it on some trash-ass site. I might actually just start fucking opening with Ranker, because holy hell, it didn't make any more sense to see a bunch of the garbage I've seen today outside of it anyway, so like, what fucking difference does it make? I feel like there was a specific Pokemon that we saw that Dark Knight was perfect for. I don't remember who it was. We saw it maybe in Alola or something like that, and I was like, oh, that's literally perfect. Was it? I think it was Lunala, actually, because Bat. And see, this is probably where Crowley was taken from. Cash Cab. See, I knew a lot of the shit I saw couldn't have been originally from there because it's just how the internet works. I've been doing this shit long enough. Rage Master is how I've been feeling today, man. And Scorsese was another one, and De Niro, I guess, that I saw and thought about talking about. Was just like, man, I really don't have the fucking energy. But if you wanted to, fine, whatever. I don't have any comments to include. Okay. Oh, let me do this. I looked through everything. I think I have a headache now. I think I might just mix like some headache medicine with some alcohol and just end my misery tonight. I don't know. But holy hell. This was the most painful episode I think I've ever had to do of Name Raider. What time? How much time? 39 minutes. I figured there'd be a lot of results because it's Corviknight. Corviknight was kind of a popular choice. I saw Corviknight and was like, yeah, I want that, like that. You know, like, fucking how can you blame me? That shit looks badass as fuck. But, like, this was garbage. No, it's fine. This was garbage. This was garbage. This was garbage. That was okay. So that's like 4 AI sites all puking into each other's mouth, making a smoothie, and then, like, spitting it back up. And it was repulsive, and I hate the internet. Is it actually my fault? No way to know. I'm a loser nobody with only like 1,000 subscribers, and like occasionally a video of mine will blow up, but for the most part, very few people know about me, so I think it's only fair to say it's not my fault. But I mean, after doing this shit for 4 years, it is possible it may or may not have had an influence on things, so who can fucking say? Anyway, the things highlighting, I'm gonna highlight Mr. Crowley, I'm gonna highlight Ravenclaw, I'm gonna even highlight Baltimore because it was properly fucking explained to me. How hard is that? Nevermore is what I personally use. Is it common? Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I was actually pleasantly surprised on how many nicknames there are out there that aren't just, hey, did you think of Edgar Allan Poe? No, then kill yourself. So that's actually nice. And again, as stated, if this episode did not help you, Haunchcrow is a related Pokemon, and I would even say Skarmory is a related Pokemon. So maybe consider those episodes. Apparently fucking Braviary is too, but I wouldn't really go for that. But that just seemed to be a lot of things people were sharing in common. Comment suggestions, we have Helmarock, which we've talked about, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So nothing here that I feel love worth. Helmrock was a fine nickname too. I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't write everything down. I should have. So if you are the type to read along, as far as I know, nobody does. But if you are, do it at your own risk, cause this is painful. This was so painful. So, end my misery and provide your ideas in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use, what you'd recommend. And find a way to cure the internet of these cancerous sites. If you could do that, like, I'd appreciate that. Like, I thought the Tumblr idiot was bad. If the Tumblr idiot is Shang Tsung, this is Shao Kahn, you know? Like, you thought the bad guy was bad? There's a worse guy out there. And his name is Indian Ran AI Sites. Actually, I think it's probably better, because the Tumblr idiot's a human that thought his ideas were good but was wrong, opposed to someone who put in zero effort just to pollute the internet with garbage. Stop polluting our planet.